Hey y'all, welcome back to a new video. Last week I talked about 13 tips to get over holiday food guilt, and this week I'm going to be talking about just ways to survive the holiday season as a whole. So obviously the holidays are like a super exciting time, but with all the more events going on, it can get a little bit stressful, I think, because you sort of have more on your plate. And if you're in school, it's finals, so it can just be a really overwhelming time. So I'm just going to give 4 main ways you can sort of help yourself have everything go smoothly. So my first tip is going to be making sure you're prioritizing time to exercise. I know when everything's really busy, we want to start cutting things out so that we can make sure we have time to do everything on our to-do lists. But I'm going to caution not to make exercise one of those things you cut out. And this is because exercise is like super important for our physical, psychological, and emotional well-being. And it's really good at relieving stress, and it can help us be more productive than if we weren't doing it because of the good endorphins it releases and the effects, like I just mentioned, that it has on stress. Exercise also boosts your immune system, and so like you should definitely still get your flu shot, but it can help to protect us from sickness during the colder months, so that's always a good thing too. So whatever your exercise of choice is, whether it's lifting weights, going on long walks, or like me, I really like yoga, just make sure you're still making time to get moving. My second tip is going to be to prioritize sleep as well. When things get really busy, we might cut back on sleep to try and create more hours in the day, but nothing on our to-do list are going to get done, or at least not done at the best level possible if we're not getting enough sleep. Sleep is when our brain and body refuels, and so it is incredibly important for functioning and emotional and psychological and physical well-being, once again, to be getting enough sleep. So I would say to strive for at least 7 hours, preferably closer to 8 or 9 every single night. So my third tip has to do with planning your time wisely. If you are worried, like, how am I going to get all my school stuff or all my work stuff done, plus all these like other social obligations that come with the holidays and exercise and sleep, it can really be a lot. So my recommendation is to plan ahead. So whether it's at Sundays and you plan for your whole week, block off time to get everything done. So make a to-do list, look at your schedule, plan in time for exercise, plan in time for that assignment, plan in time for that event, making sure that you know when you're doing everything and know if you have too much on your plate, and therefore you can actually get everything done that you need to get done. Also start ahead. One thing I do in school that really helps me is I break assignments up into chunks. So like if I have a paper due next Tuesday, I'm not going to start on Sunday. I'm going to start like a week and a half ahead, and I'm going to write, have 2 days where I gather information, and then have a day to write the intro, and then, the body paragraphs, the conclusion, giving myself a few days to edit. So breaking up even mid-size assignments into smaller sections can really help you manage your time better, manage your stress better. Plus, our work is often better when we go back and give ourselves breaks between it and give ourselves time to look over it again. And then my fourth and final tip is going to be to start to journal. So journaling is a really good way to vent out your feelings without dumping them on another person. And of course, it's totally fine to vent to a trusted friend or to your family members, but we can't do that all the time. So journaling is a really good way for us to be able to work through our own emotions on our own. And if they are super complicated or maybe very private and we don't really want to tell other people about them, that can also be an outlet for that. On the flip side, gratitude journaling, so journaling about positive things, maybe writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day, has been shown in scientific experiments to help to increase positive emotions like happiness, as well as to increase someone's ability to cope with stressful situations. And for many of us, hopefully there are a lot of things to be grateful for during the holiday season. So this was just a short little video with some tips to help you de-stress during the holidays, manage your time wisely, that sort of thing. If you do feel like you're struggling with more of the food-related part of the holiday season, my video last week is sort of all about that, so definitely check that out. And if you feel like you're not just stressed, it's more of maybe depression, next week I'm going to be posting a video about seasonal affective disorder, so definitely stick around and stay tuned for that. Okay, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will be back next week with another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, y'all.